Hello and welcome to more Penny Dreadful. We've actually started a brand new season. So if I go to the website, this is pennydreadfulmagic.com. You can look at the rotation changes or whatever. We added 1,582 new cards and got rid of 702. So imagine if a standard cycle had a change this big, where like, what is that, 2,300 cards different than it was before. So if you want to see what's changed, you can go down the list. All of these ones that are highlighted are brand new. So like Banefire is now legal, which it was not before. So that's pretty sweet. And you can go through and see decks people have played in it. These are all the cards that got banned. There are a lot of them, like Brain Geyser, High Tide are obviously all gone. But that's the whole point of this format, is it keeps shifting and you get like new awesome decks. So last season, Delver was like fine but not amazing. This season it looks absurd. So we get Mystic Sanctuary plus Deprive loops. We get Mana Leak. We get Fairy Vandal. Treasure Cruise is legal here. You get Jawari Disruption, so you can play a very low land count, and it's like kind of like playing Daze. Also, Ponder is back. So we get Ponder and Opt and Brainstorm plus Delver of Secrets. So I'm trying this deck first because it's something that I know and it looks awesome, and Gitaxian Probe too. So like you have all of this information and deck manipulation, and then just like Delver, Fairy Vandal. I'm trying out Augur of Bolas. I don't know if he's good or not, but worth experimenting with at least. Like this pretty good thing, and then you get the late game card advantage engine of like Treasure Cruise plus Mystic Sanctuary. I can bring in Tragic Lesson if I need to. If anyone who plays Pauper, this like returns a land, so you can like bounce Mystic Sanctuary, play it, draw 2, and like keep repeating this over and over to draw cards in the late game. So this deck's really sweet. It's a good tempo play, and it's just good to like try out and see what is in the format, and then start brewing from there. So that's the main deck. It's pretty obvious. The sideboard, I have some pretty sweet tech. Entrancing Melody is one of my favorite cards. Steal a Creature. I think, at least right now, Delver is going to be pretty strong. So, like, any deck running a bunch of Delvers or, like, Fairy Vandals, being able to spend 3 mana to just steal a Delver of Secrets seems really strong. So I'm doing that. Piracy Charm as removal. Again, it kills Delvers and other, like, mana elves. And it has other abilities, like the fact that you can spend it to make your opponent discard a card means you're never going to like beat down a card, and it's instant speed discard. So you can like empty their hand on their draw step and they can't play anything. So it's very versatile. Not the best card, but not the worst card. And then Sower of Temptation for big chunky dudes that Entrancing Melody does not hit. Mostly against decks without too much removal because that card's insane. And then we have a lot of sideboard for control. Miscast. Like Spell Pierce on steroids in the mirror match. It's just, you know, essentially 1 mana counterspell. It's very good. Bringing in another Mystic Sanctuary for matches that go long. I think this card is very good, and I probably want to increase my land count in those long matches anyway. So having a land that is also like another copy of Treasure Cruise seems really good. And then Tormod's Crit, because Dredge is always scary. Any new format, people are going to try and graveyard stuff. So I'm bringing 3. You might even want 4, but I have so much counter magic that I think I might be okay. Anyway, that's the deck. I think it's pretty straightforward, so we're just going to jump into the matches. And this is me from the future, interjecting here. I'm putting my last match first because it was such a good match. So I might say something about this being round 5, but it's worth watching, so I put it first so you could see it. Hope you enjoy. All right, we're playing against Impatient Traveler, or Impatient Raveler, or Impatient Traveler, but there's not 2 T's, so it's hard to say. I'm on the draw. I'm going to keep this hand, but this is probably the kind of hand you're not supposed to keep with Delver. Just because, like, if they play, yeah, like, now I'm dead. Because my hand doesn't do anything unless I draw, like, exactly Piracy Charm. Because it's just too reactive. Ponder, Gitaxian Probe, Spell Pierce. I think I just gotta shuffle. I need to find some type of non-mana leak action. Yeah, all mana leaks against a blind flip Delver. Definitely a way to lose this game. Oh, okay, didn't flip. Okay, and it's just a Ponder. I mean, that means Delver flips, but I have 1 Piracy Charm and 2 Vapor Snag that can do something here. Okay, they hit their land. Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, this is so slow. Opponent sent me a chat saying you too, thanks. So they flip off Ponder. I think I might just aggro counter a Ponder here. Like, I need to start getting spells into my graveyard for Treasure Cruise, because I need to be able to do something. Yeah, we're just going to aggro counter this Ponder. I know then they could then follow up with a Delver, but I need to use the spells in my hand. Oh no. Curious. Okay, more people on the homunculus strategy. It is pretty sweet. It's going to flip into a 3/4 flyer. There's our opt. We're so dead. I need to opt into Piracy Charm. Okay, that's actually good. So I can do that. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more, so this triggers once. So I can Vapor Snag this Delver, play Dwari Disruption, and then Mystic Sanctuary back the Vapor Snag. That seems right. Dwari Runes is not legal in Penny Dreadful. Oh, I see what's happening. We need to report because of Dwari Runes. That's why my other things didn't show up. Ooh, that's bad. Don't hit Sanctuary. Okay. Oh, they hit T-Cruise. That's fine. Okay, so I just have to go through and report my other matches that I forgot to. That explains why they didn't get counted. Take 1. Hymn to Torok's really sweet. Their deck looks good. I think I might try blue-black next, because the mana seems decent. We're gonna play this. Oh, that's not a... Oh, we're dead. We're so dead. Oh boy, that flips, this flips, everything flips. Alright, we're taking some hits. They do nothing. I draw a Delver. It's something. We'll play Delver. Part of me wants to just play this Dwari Disruption as a land. And I guess I will. Because like the only way I come back from this is like chaining Treasure Cruises, and to do that I need a lot of mana. Cling to Dust. Exiling Vapor Snag from a graveyard. Problem is they could just cast it next turn. Sure. Delver still does not flip, so there is a chance we can win this, but it looks really rough. Yeah, they did miss 3 Delver flips. I don't think they really need the luck. I think I'm very close to dead here, but... Oh, I think Treasure Cruise is my best draw. Mugger of Bolas is fine. Play this. Taxian Probe, Brainstorm. Let's grab ourselves a Brainstorm. Cast it. Often Spell Pierce. So I only need one of the 2 counter spells. Probably not Spell Pierce. I can opt into Spell Pierce if I want to. And I guess I actively want to cast Deprive now that Mystic Sanctuary is online. And my Delver's going to flip. I could have attacked there actually. That kind of was a free attack. I should have attacked. Wow, that is... Opponent's really missing on Delver flips. That's rough. We're going to take another 3. And the rough part is they can cling to dust to my Treasure Cruise. Tombstalker. So we're going to counter that. I doubt it resolves, but... Oh, wait. I want to tap like this. Yeah. Deprive this. Bounce Mystic Sanctuary. I doubt this resolves, but we got to try. Deck looks sweet, though. Patient Raveler says... They're complaining a bit. I understand. Losing Tombstalker is rough. So now my Delver does flip. Now I can go... I don't know if Mystic Sanctuary into Deprive is where I want to be. I think it's more Mystic Sanctuary into Treasure Cruise. Then I can opt into Treasure Cruise. I'll try and keep Deprive in my graveyard if possible. Yeah, that actually works. Repeal. Ooh, I do like that. I can try and ponder into a land. Ooh, Piracy Charm. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I kind of like all of these, actually. Put this on top. Put this on top. Put this on top. We can kill this. And then attack for 3. And opponent's down to 2 cards in hand? Okay. I don't hate it. I get to repeal the Voracious Reader after I chump with Augur, and then it won't flip because they exiled all their instants and sorceries. Okay, yeah, so that costs too much. This kind of tells them I have repeal, but it's fine. They just have bad river. This is looking pretty nice. Unless they have Mystic Sanctuary, but I guess that doesn't do anything. Oh, they can jam a Tombstalker though. That would kill me, I think. Because I'm tapped out of Mana Leak, which they know about. I should have shown Spell Pierce. Yeah, and I can't... Oh, that was bad. Alright, they have a 5/5 flyer. How do I get out of this one? Well, it starts with repeal on this thing. I know that. I can play Fairy Vandal or hold up Mana Leak. I think resolving the Vandal makes a bit more sense, even though I don't get the card draw. And then I can upkeep fetch Floodplain to get Treasure Cruise. Duress takes 1. I guess that's fine. So how do I deal with this? I guess I take 5 and go to 1. You play Delver. Delver is rough. Last card is the Curious Homunculus we knew about. Okay. So the Homunculus is not going to flip. I can upkeep, grab a Treasure Cruise. Because there's no way that I can repeal the Tombstalker. I can Treasure Cruise, getting rid of... Do I want to keep Deprive? No. That gets bigger. Gitaxian Probe, Brainstorm, Opt. I'm at 1, so I need to hit something here. So let's Probe. Deprive doesn't do it. I guess let's Opt. Treasure Cruise. See, that's good, but it doesn't actually get me out of my current situation. It might help me next turn. I need to hit a Vapor Snag. I guess I have to bottom that. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, I have to bottom that. Ponder does help. Let's Ponder. Fairy Vandal Island. So I can play a Fairy Vandal and Brainstorm. So this will become a 3-4. So if they swing out, I can flash in and then... Yeah, that actually works. Let's bottom all of these. Or top, top, top. Shuffle, no. Pass turn. If they draw counter magic, I just have a Spell Pierce, but I guess I will see if they draw counter magic. Stubborn Denial. Alright, I think I need to get this done now then. Let's Fairy Vandal. And then Brainstorm. We put these two back. Problem is we're chump blocking. We're only chump blocking if they swing out. Actually, this is not the worst situation. Yeah, this is pretty good actually. If they swing out, I can keep both Fairy Vandals to double block their Tombstalker. If they don't attack, then, you know, my board state is stabilized at 1. And I know I'm destroying lands, but that's fine. And I know what card they have, so we just pass. I want to Deprive. I really would like to get back this Treasure Cruise. Delver of Secrets. So it doesn't even matter if Deprive actually goes through, because I still get back my Mystic Sanctuary. They Stubborn Denial, so it just gets countered, but I at least get Deprive back. I think I actually want to cast this just to put cards in my graveyard for a Treasure Cruise. Okay, so they're tapped low. Again, that doesn't matter. What matters is that my graveyard's more full, so I'll have more mana after I Treasure Cruise. Oh, but I need to draw a card draw spell to get there. That's right, because this is a turn delayed. So I need an Opt or something. And I knew Island was on top. That's rough. Yeah. So if they swing out, they win. They probably should, but it's so bad for them if they hit like a Vapor Snag. Heartless Act. Oh, I'm super dead. Yeah, I can't beat that. I think Blue-Black Delver is probably just better than Mono Blue. You get Tombstalker, which is absurdly large. You get Removal, which this deck is lacking. And you still have Bad River and Sunken Rune, so the mana's not even that bad. So I think next time I'm going to try that deck. It seems sweet. This is the glory of like having a new... Interesting they didn't kill the fairy. Oh, I see. They can't they can't Heartless Act the fairy. That's fun. This makes their attacks really good though. And I'm just dead. Anyway, yeah, this is the beauty of a new format. Ooh, I get another turn. Okay. Chump. Block. I don't know about this attack. I'm at 1, but I'm drawing Treasure Cruise. If I hit like Vapor Snag... Oh, Curious Homunculus is gonna flip. That's not the best situation to be in. I'm getting rid of all of these. I kind of want Deprive, because it doesn't matter too much. That's game. A lot of land there. Game 2. What are we feeling here? Definitely Entrancing Melody. This feels like a Tragic Lesson matchup. This definitely feels like a Miscast matchup. Definitely feels like a Mystic Sanctuary matchup. So we get rid of 1 Joy Disruption. I do like Piracy Charm because it kills all their X1s. I need at least 1 Vapor Snag in the deck, but I have to cut so many cards. I guess I have Repeal. I don't need Vapor Snag. Mana Leak is really slow, so I think I just get rid of Mana Leak or Miscast because I brought in the extra Deprive. I did not. Let's bring in the extra Deprive and get rid of Spell Pierce because I brought in Miscast. At which point, let's bring in Sower. If I can set up for that on a Tombstalker, that'll be really nice. Alright, on the play again. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. I even get Gitaxian Probe to see what's going on, which I enjoy. We'll just lead with Floodplain, no reason to go too crazy. So they get to see that I have a miscast, which is not the best thing, but it's also not the worst. Wow, they also get River of Tears? Yeah, blue-black seems like a really good upgrade to mono blue. The only thing you miss out on is the Mystic Sanctuary, which is good, but I think what you gain is better. I'm going to fetch. I don't want to hit that many lands. Treasure Cruise is good. So we're just going to get down. I guess I should Gitaxian Probe. See what's going on over there. Hymn to Torok, Delver, Homunculus. Jeez. I can't really counter infinite Delvers, so let's just play Augur while I can. Hit Deprive, I guess. I don't know. Like, they saw my hand. If they cast Hymn to Torok, I would actually kind of prefer that over Double Delver. Yeah, this is the nightmare scenario. Here's where I need to draw a Piracy Charm or Entrancing Melody. Or a Fairy Vandal, actually. So they played Delver, Sunken Ruins, so they have Disfigure. They also have Heartless Act. So I want to get down Fairy Vandal now with Opt. I want to. I can also hold up Deprive, but if they just flip Delvers here, I just lose. So yeah, we're going to Fairy Vandal and then Opt. Mystic Sanctuary. I do have that plus Deprive, actually. Okay. And at that rate, I guess I attack with Augur. Gotta put them under some kind of clock. So if Delver blind flips, that's really bad. But they don't have any really easy way to reveal. Oh gosh, they're gonna Hymn to Torok me twice. If they hit Mystic Sanctuary, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, now what they can do, they can Heartless Act my Fairy Vandal and then Disfigure, and then it just dies. Taking 6. Well, on the bright side, Hymn to Torok will fuel Treasure Cruise, so unless they hit specifically Treasure Cruise Mystic Sanctuary, I'll be in okay position. They want to spread them out, you know, opposite sides of the hand. No, come on! Oh my god. Alright, well, that was, I can't win now, I don't think. Okay, Ponder actually helps quite a bit, but... that's frustrating. Okay, we're fine. Put on top. Alright, all my complaints are moot. They do that. I get to Mystic Sanctuary back a Treasure Cruise. Yes. So I have Deprive and Miscast. We attack with Augur, and I keep back Fairy Vandal to block. I think I can do this. So this is gone. They have triple Hymn to Torok. That's so many. I think what they want to do is cast Curious Homunculus. Somehow I got my nightmare scenario off him and we're still in like decent shape. Alright, so opponent casts Hymn to Torok. I'm definitely going to counter this. I don't really want to return a land to hand, so I think I just miscast. Now they can attack. If their plan is to attack and disfigure, I can just counter the disfigure, but if they're not doing anything, that's the dream. Now I get to Treasure Cruise. Do I want any of these? I don't think so. I have Deprive, so that's good enough, I think. This gets bigger. I get to play an island. I guess I will be saving. So they cast Hymn to Torok. They still have another one, which is ridiculous. I guess I'm going to save Gitaxian Probe for next turn. There's not too much that I can draw. And being able to Deprive this turn and then Mystic Sanctuary back a Deprive immediately, or like a Treasure Cruise immediately, seems good to me. So we'll see what happens. Nothing is amazing for me, because now I can probe. Dismiss this if it goes through. Disfigure, Heartless Act, him, Curious Homunculus. Okay. Oh, Ritual of Soot actually doesn't bother me that much, and I get another probe. That's amazing. So I think I can outlast this. We are just gonna pass turn. And I'm going to brainstorm on their turn to make this into a 6-7. They might Heartless Act. They don't. Okay, so they hit their 4th land. We get to end of turn brainstorm. We draw another Deprive, which is so good. And I'm going to cast Ponder, I guess. I'll just put him back like that. Ponder. I'm trying to hit another Fairy Vandal or something so that I can actually start attacking. Augur of Bolas, Island Opt. Sure, I'll draw a land. Play an island. Pass turn. I have infinite deprives. So nothing happens, I do nothing. Now I get to Augur of Bolas into Opt. Actually, that doesn't do as much as just casting Probe, I don't think. Yeah, actually, we'll just cast Probe hardcast. No, I want to make sure Bolas hits. Piracy Charm, Opt, and Sower. So I can give Fairy Vandal Island Walk as my win condition, I guess. I think there's another Piracy Charm in there. We'll just get Opt. Sower is going to be good, but not today. I did not draw a land or a spell this turn, so let's probe. Going down to 8, a little bit scary, but I think it's okay. You draw. Oh, there's Tragic Lesson. Okay, now I think we can just do it. Pass turn. Actually, yeah, I like Droid Disruption. Tragic Lesson means we can do everything we want, I think. They play Delver. I guess I deprive that. No, I don't, because then they can Heartless Act plus Disfigure on my Fairy Vandal, and I don't like that. So Delver resolves. Okay. Repeal is really good here, so let's just repeal this Delver. Put a counter on the Vandal. At this point, I guess we just play Droid Disruption, because I have enough things going on. And we pass turn. Really complicated board state. Game 3, if we get to it, it's going to be hard to navigate. They have Delver on top. Delver flips, revealing Stubborn Denial. I don't like that. Alright, Delver. So, end of turn, they can go for that play if I Tragic Lesson. So, I guess we just opt end of turn. Ooh, opt again is good. That means I get to put a counter on Fairy Vandal. Fairy Vandal. Put on top. And honestly, if they want to go for that play now, that's fine. We're just going to flash in another Fairy Vandal. I know their hand. They didn't go for the play. I draw Entrancing Melody. I think that'll do it. They can Stubborn Denial for 1. 1, 2, 3. I pay 1. I think that's fine. So I get Delver. Now I get to Ponder. And as long as I just have a counterspell for Ritual of Soot, we're okay. They disfigure the Fairy Vandal. I think that doesn't matter too much. I could have deprived and then replayed Mystic Sanctuary and then like actually hit deprive off of Ponder, but I think just holding up 2 counterspells here seems way better. Brainstorm, Floodplain, Floodplain. So I guess I want to draw Floodplain into Brainstorm. This gets bigger. I only have 1 counterspell though, so I kind of have to save it for Ritual of Soot. So they're going to Heartless Act my Fairy Vandal, get rid of all the counters. Oh, that's fine. So their hand, now they got rid of Disfigure, Heartless Act. It's really bad now. I think I just attacked them for 11. This is slightly awkward. I like attacking them for 11. This opens the door for me to lose if they blind flip Delver. But yeah, I figured they would chump block here. And that makes this pretty safe. I just wanted to make sure I got a positive exchange. So they can Tombstalker plus Stubborn Denial, but I have 1 mana available. They do flip Delver with Ponder. I don't like that. I get to Ponder. I let that resolve because Tombstalker is the problem here. Ponder's gone. Alright, so they're going to cast Tombstalker. I'm going to counter it. I don't have backup mana. They can only Stubborn Denial for 1. The Tombstalker down. They play Homunculus. Okay, that's fine. I think they wanted to attack there. I think I'm going to get another Entrancing Melody off this Floodplain on upkeep. Oh, actually Repeal works pretty good too. So we repeal this. Draw a card, yes. I can Piracy Charm the Homunculus. Attack for a bunch. Sanctuary. This will get back. Deprive. And that, I mean, that is the benefit of playing the blue version, right? I have all of this late game card advantage. That's pretty ridiculous. So I have double deprive playing around Stubborn Denial. Opponent's going to go for Ritual of Soot here. Not going to resolve. Yeah. So tap these. Deprive this. Pay the 1. And deprive. That'll do it. I just need a right-click attack. Time is a little bit of a concern here, so we just got to win. Okay, game 3. Whew, that was quite the slogfest. I hope you enjoyed it, though. On the draw, I like Piracy Charm a little bit more now that I've seen more. It's particularly good on the draw when there's like a possibility of me to fall behind. What don't I like? I don't think I need this many deprives on the draw. And do I have any Vapor Snag? I might want one Vapor Snag on the draw, because if they resolve an early Tombstalker, like, I don't have any way to deal with it aside from Sower. So I can do that, and I'll just get rid of an Augur. It's, again, slow on the draw. Well, it's hard to mulligan double Entrancing Melody, so we get to go, like, end of turn Fairy Vandal, and then Entrancing... Oh, no, they see it! No! That's not as good. If only the flip card ruling hadn't changed, this would be so much stronger. 2 mana steal a Delver seems really good. Alright, we get Ponder. So untapped land here would be nice, but it's not even necessary. It would let us go Brainstorm. I just need to start F6ing. I have 4 minutes left. Is this Hymn to Torok? Oh no. This looks like a Hymn to Torok. Nope, it's double blue. Okay, just double Ponder. I'm like scared of Hymn to Torok, but at the same time my hand's quite redundant. So I think it makes sense for me to Ponder to try and hit a 3rd land for Entrancing Melody. I know opponent like knows about them, so it's harder to like play into it, but alright, there's Delver. Alright, there's Ponder, so let's fetch for an island. Ponder. Jawari Disruption, Brainstorm, Ponder. I think I actually want to shuffle, those are pretty reactive. Fairy Vandal, alright, go. Really wanted to hit our untapped land there, but you can only do so much. They flip off Disfigure, so we need our lands. Opponent probes, they see the bad news for us, the good news for them. So I draw Fairy Vandal, I'm going to Brainstorm here. No land, what? I guess Jawari Disruption is kind of a land. So let's put back a Fairy Vandal and a Ponder. Play this tapped. And I guess at this point I just have to fetch and Ponder because like I need to make sure I can hit my like spells. That seems all good. Top, top, top. No shuffle. Go. So now I can Vapor Snag the Delver with Miscast and then have like Fairy Vandal back. My land enters tapped, but it's still a land nonetheless. I maybe should have bottomed the Delver. Oh, you know what I should have done is put Vapor Snag on top and the land in hand. Here's a Tombstalker. Oh my gosh, if I had an untapped land, I could steal the Insectile Aberration and then bounce the Tombstalker, which would be so sick. So I am going to steal the Insectile Aberration while they're tapped out. I'm going to take a hit off the Tombstalker, but then I get to Vapor Snag it. I'm at 14, that's pretty high. Now they disfigure their own thing. I draw a Delver. So they're going to be able to recast Tombstalker. We're going to play Delver, Fairy Vandal, Vapor Snag. And if they try and kill Delver, I guess I snag the Tombstalker immediately. I'm going to take the hit. Okay, then we Vapor Snag this thing. And they know about Miscast. So I guess if they have Mana Leak, this doesn't work, and that's really bad for me. Double black. Heartless Act the Delver is fine. Alright, bring this in play. And then we just got a Treasure Cruise into a counterspell. Do I miscast this? I'm deciding now. I think the answer is no, because I have more Fairy Vandals. So let's just Treasure Cruise. Play a land. Ooh. Ooh, Sower of Temptation is going to be so dirty. It's not a counterspell, but it's quite good. They Brainstorm, that's fine. I'm also ahead on time, which is worth mentioning. Here comes a Tombstalker. Hymn to Torok. I don't love that. I can miscast, and then they can't play their big thing. I think I just let it go through. Okay, we lose Entrancing Melody. That's actually not so important for our game plan. They don't do anything. Interesting. Alright, let's flash into Fairy Vandal, see if they try and kill this one. I think now I will protect this one. They only have 2 cards in hand, and I know one of them, so like it's unlikely Miscast is going to get much better. I know their last card. And we draw Opt, which is a bit worse than Ponder. Mystic Sanctuary can get back Treasure Cruise. No shuffle. That gets big. Play this. Do I have a counterspell? No, we'll just get back Treasure Cruise. Attack for this much. I think I can opt into Treasure Cruise. Opt puts it up to... Yeah, I think I can. Pay 4 Delve. So I lose my Vapor Snag, but I keep Sower. I think that's okay. Fairy Vandal opt. Okay. 2 minutes left. So they go for the big thing. It's going to resolve. Duress. I guess I opt. I do want to deprive. That's so brutal. I think I have to bottom it though. Okay, that works. But they see Sower of Temptation, which is the ultimate tech. Do they even play it now? I can F6. Yeah, they can't. That's amazing. I draw Probe, so let's play Fairy Vandal. Probe them paying blue. They have Tombstalker, I know about that. These trigger get bigger. Play Delver. Play Floodplain. If they top deck Ritual of Soot, you know, things happen. That's unfortunate, but if they don't top deck anything, I get to grab Treasure Cruise, level up my stuff, flip Delver. They actually drew Ritual of Soot. Oh my god. Alright. Floodplain. Fetch. Grab Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Grab Treasure Cruise. I can't believe they literally drew Ritual of Soot. Play that. Play Augur. Grab Repeal. Any order. Go. That's that's unreal. So I have like no time left. I'm going to attack. I will ponder because I want to hit Tragic Lesson, sure. Oh, I didn't want to shuffle. I have 30 seconds left. Oh, this is going to be an F6 battle. I easily could have won if I wasn't like at 0 time here. They literally drew Ritual of Soot into what? Holy cow. Alright, discard 2. Drawing Treasure Cruise is good. Attack. I mean, I need to start pressuring them. For me, the clock is the biggest concern. I have this game locked up if they don't clock me out. I could have like Treasure Cruise, Mystic Sanctuary looped, but I didn't. I also think I returned the wrong land. Alright, so we're going to Piracy Charm them. I see. That was pretty sweet. So now I get to Sower of Temptation, the Tombstalker. They have no cards in hand. And I have Repeal to protect my Sower, I think. Thank you. I have 9 seconds. I think I want to turn off all of my stops. Oh, I have to repeal the Homunculus. Oh, they're chump blocking. Okay. F6. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my gosh. Literally, I won 4-2. 1 second to 0 seconds. Oh my goodness. That was one of the most intense matches of Magic I've ever played. Wow. That Ritual of Soot, like literally the second they needed it off the top was brutal, but it made for a better game. Holy cow. Whew. So I think I mentioned this being the last game I played, but I'm putting this game first because it was ridiculous and I want everyone to see it. All right, so that's gonna end the league for me, but you guys got a lot more matches to see. This deck is sweet. See you guys then. All right, we're playing against Duck of Oregon. This hand, I'm on the play. It's very slow unless I draw an untapped land. I think we can mulligan. I don't even have a Delver. Yeah, this hand just seems way better. I'm gonna keep this, and I guess we bottom a Mana Leak. So here we just go to Taxing Probe to see what's going on. Spikefield Hazard, whoa. Pyrite Spellbomb, Mishra's Factory, Darksteel Citadel. That's a lot of ways to kill Delvers. Seething Song. Okay, so they're gonna go turn 1 Spikefield Hazard. So if I can get Delver to flip, then they can't kill it so easily. So that's good. And I draw another Delver. So let's go Delver. Pass. And I can Brainstorm on upkeep to flip Delver. They can still kill it with the Spellbomb though. Yeah. But they don't have access to red mana next turn either. Right? Why did it double reveal? Oh gosh. I hate this so much. Oh, these are double revealed. Okay. This. That's gone. Okay. So I'm just gonna naturally let this happen. Reveal Mana Leak Shore. Attack for 3. Play Ponder. Or I can play another Delver and let Delver flip. I kind of like playing Delver and Droid Disruption actually. Let's do this. Play this. Last turn. Ah, Talisman of Impulse. That gives them the red mana. Now they can spike down my Delver. Oh, they're not going to spike down my Delver. Okay. So now I think I am going to Brainstorm on upkeep just to make sure this flips. I can repeal something. I don't really need Piracy Charm just yet, so we're going to put that back. And then I'll just show them an opt, I guess. Hit them for 3. And I know the top card is Piracy Charm. I can also repeal my Insectile Aberration if they think they're going to kill it. But I think I'm better off just casting Ponder here. Piracy Charm, Mystic Sanctuary, Deprive. I'm okay with Deprive, actually. I don't really want Piracy Charm, so we're going to put these two on top. Shuffle, no. Play our Mystic Sanctuary tapped, and now I can deprive back the Sanctuary or Jwari Runes if I want to. So they can Seething Song plus double Spell Spike my Insectile Aberration, but that's like a 3-for-1. I'm okay with that exchange. We'll see what they got. Arc Slogger. 2 damage to any target. Ooh, that's really good. I just realized that their deck size is pretty big. Maybe. Deprive is a little bit late to the party, and I cannot even repeal the Arc Slogger. A Vapor Snag would be good, so I think I'm actually going to opt to try and hit Vapor Snag. Piracy Charm I know about. That doesn't do it. Brainstorm can still hit it. Let's attack for 3. And I am going to cast Brainstorm because I need to find a way to deal with this. I do not want to get a Fairy Vandal. So let's put back Repeal and Brainstorm. Play an Island and pass turn. So now I have Counter Magic available. Fairy Vandal I can flash in, but Arc Slogger is going to like just destroy my creatures here. Take 4. And a Spell Bomb. Okay, that's a lot of 2 damage triggers. So I can flash in Vandal, and I'm going to draw a Brainstorm. I think I'll just let myself draw a Vandal. Hit for 3. Okay, they go to 6. Okay, so they're going to Spell Bomb my Insectile Aberration. I don't want that to happen. If I Fairy Vandal plus Brainstorm, they're going to kill my Vandal in response. But they can do that anyway, so let's just hope they don't go for it. The play here is Fairy Vandal, Brainstorm into Repeal, and then Repeal Insectile Aberration. Nice, so that triggers... I also have Opt. So we can put back Ponder and Mana Leak. This triggers. And there's no way for me to get that back, but I can save my Delver. Oh, they changed the flip card ruling! No! Alright, fine, I lose everything. That was really bad. I didn't realize that flip cards now cost 1 mana. Alright, that's on me. I think I'm dead here. Now they have a bunch of red mana, so they can... Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that's clever! So 2 mana, Darksteel Citadel, Cleansing Wildfire just gives them a land, draw a card. That's really sweet. Mistress Factory, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're pretty much dead. Can opt. Mana Leak on the bottom. See what we got going on. I need to draw a Vapor Snag, I think. Story Disruption doesn't do it, so let's Ponder. Treasure Cruise, Jataxian Probe. I think I need to shuffle, actually, because Treasure Cruise just draws me into, like, nothing. Draw Mana Leak. I can repeal the Talisman, but I just die. Alright. On to game 2. So, if they resolve the thing, we're in trouble. How do I deal with that? I think Annul counting their artifact seems pretty good. Negate seems a bit important against them. I'm not a big fan of Piracy Charm. And Repeal felt pretty mediocre there too, so we'll make those switches. Alright, we're on the play. Let's do this. This is a very, very slow hand, but I'm going to keep because it has Brainstorm plus a fetch. We go turn 1 Floodplain, pass turn. Next turn we can go Brainstorm, hold up Deprive if we need to, or Annul. Or Spell Pierce, yeah. So I'm just going to pass turn here. Alright, they're animating the factory. I like it, I can respect it. Let's Brainstorm. I hit Jataxian Probe. I don't really want another Floodplain. So let's put back Floodplain and... Actually, I don't mind drawing one more Floodplain. Yeah, we'll put back these two. We shuffle for an island. Take it. Worry Disruption. Okay, that'll be useful. So we're going to play Sanctuary tapped, pass turn. Are they just going to keep hitting me? I can respect it. Alright, I'll take the hit. Alright, now we need to probe. Fang Life is not the best situation, but... Warping Whale, Pulse of the Forge. 4 damage to target player or planeswalker, and if we have more life than them, they get it back. That's pretty good. Galvanic Blast. Okay, so their hand is very, very slow. And I draw Mana Leak, which doesn't really do much. I'm gonna play another probe because I kind of want to hit another spell, but I'm gonna pay mana for this one because I don't want to die. There's Opt. I really want to hit a land this turn, so we are going to cast Opt, trying to hit a land. Delver will just die, right? They have Warping Whale, but I can protect it. I need something going on, so I think I need to keep this Delver and then pass turn. So I take 4. Alright. I'm gonna brainstorm, that way I can set up for my Delver. There are no spells on top, okay. So I don't really want Treasure Cruise, so I guess I can show them that. And then I'm just gonna draw the other one, so it'll be Brainstorm. Go Delver. I think at this point I'm just gonna play this as a land, and then pass turn. So they can keep attacking with Mistress Factories. I do have a Vapor Snag to slow that down a little bit. So they Galvanic Blast my Delver. Yeah, this is rough because they also have Warping Whale. Mana Leak does effectively counter it, because then they cannot Warping Whale. Yeah, this is not great. It just took way too long to get a Delver in play. Yeah, we'll Mana Leak. I think Mana Leak's similar to Deprive in this situation, because now they just Warping Whale and then hit me with a Factory. Yeah. Okay, but I get to draw a Treasure Cruise now. So that should do a lot. Exile all of these. Get to play an island, have Delver plus negate this time. That seems good. Okay, they animate a factory. 2 factories. It's a lot of factories. So they're just going in. I get to Vapor Snag this. And I kind of want to Brainstorm to try and hit another Vapor Snag, because they're not going to be casting any more spells here anyway. There we go. Okay, that's very good. I get to snag the second factory and then play a second Delver. So I'm going to put, I guess it doesn't really matter. I could just put Deprive plus a Null. Sure. Snag this one. No blocks. That worked out really well. So let's flip with Deprive, play another Delver. And we know this one's going to flip as well. Attack them for 3. Hold up all this counter magic. And I think I win the race. It's hard to tell. I go to 6, they go to 9. I go to 4. I know they have a 5 damage spell in hand. They've shown their hand like a million times. 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. Okay. Take 2. Opponent does nothing, so we're going to flip, revealing a Null. I see. So they Warping Whale there. I think I'm going to Deprive because that gives me another land drop. Deprive this. Bouncing Mystic Sanctuary. Reveal a Null, yes. Now we play Sanctuary. And I kind of want to get back Treasure Cruise now. That seems good. Hit for 6. Oh, maybe I should have gone back Vapor Snag. That might have been better. I mean, I'm going to get back Mystic Sanctuary anyway, and then I can Sanctuary into Vapor Snag, so I guess that works still. Do I let Seething Song resolve? So, did they play land? They did. Okay, so if I can get Vapor Snag back... No, that doesn't actually stop anything. I'm just going to let that resolve. I have 2 hard counters. Pulse of the Forge deals 4, so we are going to negate that one. Like Storm deals 3 damage to each creature, so we deprive that. Bringing back Sanctuary. I'm down a Spell Pierce, so if they have enough, they could get me. And this can pump it, hit me for 3. Oh, they missed out! Oh, they missed it up. Okay, so I think we can do it now. We can Mystic Sanctuary, getting back Vapor Snag. I have Spell Pierce. I'm deciding if I want to counterspell or something else. Definitely playing this. I think I'm going to get back Vapor Snag. It's more likely that I can find counter magic off the top. Then we Treasure Cruise. Okay, so now I have access to Vapor Snag. Not a whole lot else going on. I guess I can play Augur, but I think I like having a Null available. I'm just going to attack with 1, because I still have lethal next turn if they don't have a way to kill me. I'm not sure what was better there, playing Augur versus going to Vapor Snag on a factory, but it felt like factory made more sense, because then I can at least like have a hope of spell piercing something. 3 damage to each creature. Yikes. Alright, we'll spell pierce that. So they pay. If I Vapor Snag my own creature, I actually die, so I can't do anything about it. Because they can just pump their own Mistress Factory. Okay, they're still going for the attack, even though they know I have Vapor Snag. Did they play land this turn? They did. Okay, so this is just all value. Mana Leak is nice. Get down Augur. See what that hits. Opt Mana Leak. I don't think double Mana Leak does so much for me, so let's just play Opt and put these back in any order. And I need to find something here, so let's opt. Mystic Sanctuary is... It would be good if I hadn't exiled everything I own. I guess I can get back Vapor Snag, which seems okay. So let's play this. Turn Vapor Snag. Cast Treasure Cruise. That's bad. Alright, I'm taking some damage here. Go. Because they can hit me for 3. I mean, obviously if they have anything in hand, I lose, but... Is this Arc Slogger for the win? Yeah, alright. Good games, opponent. See you guys next round. Alright, we were playing against Spotted Cheetah. I'm on the play. This hand seems a bit slow, but I'm willing to keep it because we have a Delver situation going on. And I'm just going to go turn 1 Delver. And then turn 2 Delver. Opponent sent a message. Hey, good luck, have fun. Thank you. Everyone's so nice in Penny Dreadful. I love it. And they're playing Salundi Vision. So this is a land that can also give you an instant or sorcery from the top 6. Blind Flip. Taxian Probe is awesome here. So now I get to probe and see what's going on. Wing Shards, Rune Snag, Factor Fiction, Day of Judgment. Okay, so they're on mono lose to Delver. Got it. Ooh, Fairy Vandal's very good too, so let's play Delver. Yeah, Rune Snag doesn't do much when I already have flipped Delver. Wing Shards could be a problem. It does have Storm, so it's hard to like play around that so much. But now that I know it's there, like Plains we know about. Okay. I guess I should move this over here. I do not want to reveal an island, no. I kind of want to fetch. I don't really want to draw island. Grab island. Mana Leak was a great draw, so now I get to go Floodplain, hit for 4. Right, they just have Rune Snags. Yeah, that's fine. Wing Shards is the one we need to be careful of. Part of me wants to run out Fairy Vandal here, because if they're spending their turn Rune Snagging a Fairy Vandal, that's totally fine with me, rather than casting Wing Shards. So let's actually do that. Oh wait, during their end step, not main. Vandal. Okay, so like it's countered. Do I want to reveal a Fairy Vandal? No. Do I mind drawing a Fairy Vandal? Not really. I think that's actually okay. Although I guess more counter magic would also be helpful. Is it better than a random card? You know what? I'm actually going to fetch. Spell Pierce was kind of the card we want to draw. So let's attack. I'm 1 mana away from casting Treasure Cruise. I can probably Spell Pierce their Day of Judgment, which they're not even going to cast. Awesome. Opt, I would reveal, yes. So I will attack with both. They can Wing Shards. If they opt into Wing Shards, then I'm going to have an issue, but otherwise I think we'll be okay. Whoa, they go to 3. Alright, I'm fine with that. And we're just going to pass with Mana Leak plus Spell Pierce available. Factor Fiction, I think is okay because I'm just concerned about their ability to resolve spells, and I have 2 counter spells. So none of this matters too much. I honestly don't think this matters at all, actually. Approach, pull. Yeah, I guess we can do this. They're probably just going to concede. Their deck looks sweet, though. I like it a lot. I could have put more thought into that, but I like, they would need to draw, I don't even know, like Flusterstorm or something. And I don't even think that would work. Okay, Glimmer Post is actually annoying because it puts them up to 4, which means I need both Delvers to survive. I am going to opt end of turn. Worry Disruption. I kind of just want more Spell Pierces. So we'll bottom that. Extra Mana Leak's good if I can draw a land here too. Another Delver's good. So we attack. They're going to cast Wing Shards and I have to Mana Leak it. I see. So they're going to go pull from tomorrow into Wing Shards and then they're going to get 2 Wing Shards. But I'm just going to counter both of them. That was a good play by them though. I should not have given them pull, I guess. So that happens. So we Spell Pierce this one. Mana Leak this one. This seems like a really rough matchup for the opponent. All right, game 2, we're going to bring in all of our miscasts. This is going to make it really rough for them. All these miscasts. Negate, Deprive, Tragic Lesson, Mystic Sanctuary. And we're going to get rid of Piracy Charm, Vapor Snags. Ooh, that's a lot of things to cut. Miscast and Negate. I guess I can get rid of a Mana Leak. And I guess Mystic Sanctuary is coming in for Jawari Disruption, so that makes sense. Oh, Repeal's not very good. And one more card. I guess Augur of Bolas. It's good, but like the 1/3 body doesn't matter too much. So we'll just run it like this. This is a mulligan. I'm actually going to keep this hand. I could just get rid of an island. And like, it's pretty slow. Actually, it's very slow. I don't know if I should have kept this. Okay, Probe helps. Because I could draw a Delver here. Runesnag, Foff, Dovin's Veto. Yikes. Okay. That's a problem. I don't like that at all. Okay. Yeah, they're playing like Azorius Cloudpost. It's pretty sweet, actually. Let's probe again. They cannot Dovin's Veto. My life total doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to find a creature. So dismiss those. Now we know their new hand. Another Sanctuary. I don't think I'm going to deprive anything, so let's just play it tapped and pass turn. They go Plains, pass. We draw Opt. We can go Island, pass. And I really do want to return Mystic Sanctuary to hand. So I'm going to try and wait for them to tap out for something. Ooh, and they missed a land. Perfect. I can opt end of turn. They have one Rune Snag, so I need to be wary of that. Spell Pierce. Yeah, that seems good. Pretty decent against a mana screwed opponent. Treasure Cruise. So we can just go land pass. And then Tragic Lesson is the game plan. No, I needed to resolve. So they do hit a land. No, actually I think I do cast it. I have one more Mystic Sanctuary that can reset the loop. So let's just do this. If they Dovin's Veto, that's fine. If they just Rune Snag, then I can just Spell Pierce here. Draw 2, bounce this. And it begins. So they're down a Rune Snag. They have Dovin's Veto, Factor Fiction, and that's about it. So I can go ahead and play Sanctuary. And that's going to get back Tragic Lesson. Then play Delver. And you know what? I think I'm just going to also play Augur of Bolas. I might as well. Their hand looks really bad. Negate, Jawari Disruption, another Tragic... Oh, right. I know Tragic Lesson is on top, which is, I think, what I want. Although I could just get Negate. I can flood plan for another Sanctuary. Yeah, let's just get Negate. Go ahead. Factor Fiction, we're going to miscast. And this looks really rough. Hopefully we blind flip here. No. Alright, we draw Island. Not so bad. Attack for 2. So they use 1 Foff. And I think I might just Treasure Cruise. I could just go Island, pass. Hand's full of counter magic. And they don't do anything. They can T-Cruise on my turn. But now I have like Jawari Disruption. And this is why this card is so good. It's a land early. And in the late game, it counters Treasure Cruise. Like, what more can you ask for? Let's go ahead and attack. They can Wing Shards, and I'll just sacrifice Augur. Go Flood Plan, play Delver. I still have double Counterspell up. Pass turn. We counter their Foff. with a Daze that feels so bad for them. So if they have like a good thing and then Dovin's Veto backup, they could get there, but the problem is they're just so stunted on mana that I don't know if they're ever going to actually get that to work. And if these flip, it's going to be really rough. Okay, that's probably game over. I don't want to Taxing Probe before combat because they could have Wing Shards and that would be rough. But let's attack for this much. And that just resolves. Now we probe, paying some life. Dismiss their hand, we get to see their new hand. Ooh, Dream Trawler. Okay, so they have double Rune Snag, which doesn't do very much for them. I can go Floodplain. If I Delver, I'm okay with them double Rune Snagging here. So let's just Delver. And then I'm not even going to Treasure Cruise, I'm just going to pass. Prophetic Prism is fine. I don't really want them drawing land, actually. I think I'm going to negate that. I'm being very aggressive with my counters because my hand is so good. Because, like, if they miss a land drop here, I can just kind of get them. So they rune snag counter target unless I play 2 plus another 2 for each additional. So I can just let that happen and then deprive the prism. I paid no. So they've used 1 rune snag. Their hand is 5 cards, which I know. Now I deprive this. Bounce this. I mean, like, and then I just sanctuary back a deprive and things get rough from there. In fact, I think I can just fetch up a sanctuary now. Yeah, they're just dead. Because I can fetch up a sanctuary, put deprive on top, and then hit them for 9, 10 damage. That seems pretty nice. That was sweet. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Swift Warkite 2. We are on the draw. This hand's pretty good. It's a little bit slow, but we have a Fairy Vandal, which I have not seen many of lately. One it plays a Plains. So a really big part of me wants to wait to Jitaxian Probe because it's so good with Fairy Vandal. A really big part of me wants to wait. I'm gonna wait. If they have something I really want to Dispel Pierce turn 2, that's fine, but I doubt it. Basically, yeah, like waiting just lets me get an extra counter on Fairy Vandal. And they're playing Cycling. Okay, this was like the best deck before rotation. I don't know what cards it lost or gained, but a little bit scary there. Another Jitaxian Probe. I still think I'm going to wait. Yeah, we'll wait. I want a Fairy Vandal. And then I want to make sure it gets big. Dranith Stinger. I can deprive that, but I think that's okay. I think I can race it. I can also just Vapor Snag it, so yeah, that's fine. Play Fairy Vandal. Okay, 3 probes is a lot. That's not really what you want to draw when facing against a Dranith Stinger. So they have triple Zenith Flare, Lightning Rift, Secluded Step. So as long as I could just counter the Zenith Flares, we're okay. That's actually a pretty rough draw for them. That gets a counter. I really would like to hit a land. I guess I could just play Drory Disruption. Because I could just deprive it back. So that makes sense. Play this. Is it worth attacking? I think so. Because they're going to play Lightning Rift. Which I cannot Spell Pierce. They're sending me chats. That's a flip card bug. Happened before when Adventures were introduced. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I think these are legal. But like, I think they only named like the front half of the cards and not the back half or something. I'm deciding if I want to attack. And I think the answer is no. They cycle, I take 1. And the Zenith Flares are going to get problematic. Okay, they do nothing? Interesting. Let's brainstorm. This will level up my Fairy Vandal. I see, and then I can Spell Pierce the Zenith Flare. Okay, that works. That works really nicely. So, doesn't matter too much what I'm drawing. I guess I'm going to Jitaxian Probe, so it doesn't matter at all, actually. That gets big. Now I can probe. Hang Life still. 2 Zenith Flares. Spark Spray does 1 in Lightning Rift. Okay. Does this gain life? No. Wait, they do gain life. Why does that gain life? I have no idea. Anyway, let's go Island. And I guess we attack for 4. And I think I don't actually care too much about the Dranith Stinger. Yeah, I don't care that much about it. Because their hand is really clunky. They can cycle a Spark Spray to do 1 to me, but that's fine. Although, I guess I'm going to Vapor Snag here, so I don't know. Maybe I should have just snagged it anyway. Yeah, because now they get the opportunity to cycle. So I took 1 extra in the exchange, but it does limit my opponent's mana too. Lightning Rift. So I could just deprive that, getting back my Drory runes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so they can cycle things and make tokens, which is actually pretty good. This is whenever you draw your second card. So opting here is not the greatest thing I've ever seen. So let's go ahead and go Mystic Sanctuary, get back Deprive. Easy ability, yes. Probe. I don't like paying life, but I think I kind of have to. Dismiss all. So they only have 4 cards in hand. Okay. This becomes a 5/6, so they die in 3 turns. And they have 1 cycling card. Okay. Go ahead. They cycle, make a 1/1. I think I can race this. Because they're dead in 2 turns. They draw Rugged Prairie. I take 3. I'm actually okay casting Opt here, because I could draw a Vapor Snag or Piracy Charm. Delver I actually don't want. I bottomed that Delver, I swear. Actually, Delver blocks the 3-1, which isn't too bad. Augur of Bolas is fantastic here. I like that a lot more. So let's play Augur. Yeah, because either way I can only hold up one of my spells. Oh, I see what's going to happen actually. They're going to double Zenith Flare. I see. So I'm going to attack for 5 here. They can either Zenith Flare or just cycle Adrenaline Stinger. I actually just need to play this in pass turn. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, but not die. Because I can Disruption the Zenith Flare if they cast it. If they don't cast it, I take some damage, but not the end of the world. I don't know why they cast it. Wait, did they have more mana than I thought they did? Maybe they did. I think they could have played around that if they just didn't cycle first. They make a soldier. We did it, okay. Because they knew about the deprive. Game 2 gets better and worse. Lightning Rift. We definitely want negate. I like deprive. I'm deciding if I want entrancing melody to like steal their things. Vapor Snag is a bit weak, so we can get rid of those. Blue red, I guess miscast can deal with things, but I kind of like Spell Pierce in that slot. Annul is a hard counter to like a couple cards, but not that many. I like repeal. I think the main deck is actually fine. We'll just run it back. It's a slow hand, but I have a lot of like, I have a good mix of lands and spells and a lot of deck manipulation. As long as they don't have the turn 2 Lightning Rift, I think I can be okay. And I'm actually going to cast Ponder instead of Opt. And we're going to shuffle. Okay, there's at least a counter spell. Just not turn 2 Lightning Rift. I have Repeal. That can help. Alright, we're going to play Island. Past turn. I need to hit an untapped land here so I can repeal the Lightning Rift and then counter it. Because otherwise I'm just going to get like burned out by cycling. I don't have a clock in play, so this is not going well. They do that, they bounce a land. Cycle and I take 1, sure. Or take 2. Alright, so let's opt. Mana Leak bottom. Opt. Deprive bottom. Where are my lands? Oh man, I really needed a land there. Let's ponder. Island deprive brainstorm. I mean, I have to take the island, but I don't like the rest. Go ahead. So I can cast deprive kind of freely because I'm gonna miss a land drop anyway. Lightning Rift we're countering. For sure. So they're gonna cycle and do 2. That's fine. I do have like infinite deprive, so that is something. Past turn. They're gonna cycle do 1, and then if they don't cast a spell, I can end of turn repeal the Lightning Rift. Yep. Down to 16. Deafening Silence. Can't cast more than 1 non-creature spell each turn. Ooh. This might actually work pretty well for me because I can repeal the Lightning Rift. This is hard. I'm imagining they have more things like this. Mana Leak doesn't work. But if I repeal the Lightning Rift, then they can't replay it this turn. And then I have 1 counter spell for each Lightning Rift they play. The only problem is creature spells. Okay, so they cycle and hit me. I don't know if this was a good play or not, but it's at least worth trying. Oh, that's okay. I think I'm dead now. That's a big problem. Let's ponder. I mean, I have to counter the Lightning Rift. Put that on top, put this on top, put this on top. No shuffle. Play the floodplain. I'm just dead. Adrenaline Stinger is a huge problem. We take 2. Yeah, there's a reason this was the deck that like won a bunch of tournaments last season. They don't do anything. Alright, I need to find a land. I guess I don't want to brainstorm here. They can Zenith Flare me, and that would be unfortunate. But they could also just cycle a bunch of things. Yeah, like I can't counter that, so I think we're just dead to the Adrenaline Stinger because that was my only repeal, I believe. Yikes. Okay, Fairy Vandal's good. I guess I will keep Droid Disruption to hit a land drop. Brainstorm and Opt are pretty awkward here. Let's just do that. And then we shuffle on upkeep. We get back Mystic Sanctuary for repeal. Use the ability, yes. So I'm going to play this as a land. And I'm going to play Augur of Bolas because it blocks. And I'm going to take... this is rough. I guess I take Opt because I can grow my Fairy Vandal. It's not amazing, but it does something. But they only need to cycle 7 more spells. If they don't have a bunch of cyclers in hand, I can maybe set up a turn where I can repeal the Draenei Stinger and then counter it on the way down. Oh, that's a problem. Alright, let's deprive. Counter that. We might actually be coming back somehow. Deafening Silence not doing a whole lot here. I don't actually need Mystic Sanctuary? Maybe I do. I Mystic Sanctuary back deprive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. They can Zenith Flare here, so I guess I need to just hold up a counterspell. Yes, pass turn. And then if they cycle below Zenith Flare mana, then I can repeal the Stinger while still holding up deprive. They didn't even cycle end of turn, that's great. That's actually really good for me. Okay, I take 1. They didn't cast the Rescuer. And again, I cannot tap out because I can only get 1 non-creature spell per turn. So I need to wait until Draenei Stinger, like if they just Zenith Flare me in response, I lose, for example. They play a Garrison. They're playing smart. Because if I cast Repeal on Draenei Stinger, then they can just Zenith Flare me. So let's get down a Fairy Vandal. I can't even opt. I guess opt doesn't even trigger it anyway. I draw Deprive. Play Floodplain and attack for 1. I think I'm still dead here. They just need to draw like a string of cyclers and then I'm in trouble. Yeah, opponent's not even cycling end of turn. I like the way that they're playing this. Down to 2 cards in hand. I mean, how am I winning this realistically? They probably have it, but I don't think I'm winning by waiting because most of their deck is cycling. That doesn't even do anything. We'll just let this happen. Down to 3. Go for blood, they cycle, yep. 1, 2, 3. I still need 1 more. I'm just dead. I don't think I can win. And if their hand is all Zenith Flares? Alright, I mean, we have to go for it and hope they misplay, but there's no way I can win here. they just Zenith Flare my face and I die. Yeah, okay. Because I couldn't cast another non-creature spell. If I had a creature that countered it, that would be different. Okay, that's something to know about. I guess that probably makes me want to bring in a null. I've seen like enough things that are a little bit scary that make me just bring in a null for Piracy Charm. Trancing Melody is very tempting too, but I think we're okay. Alright, game 3 on the play. Yeah, it's got a Fairy Vandal. It's a little bit slow again, but I think we can get there with a Ponder, hopefully hit an untapped land. Yeah, that seems actually pretty good. Put on top, 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 no shuffle. So now we hit our land, so I can Fairy Vandal. I have Deprive and Mana Leak. That's legal in Penny Dreadful? Oh, I messed up. I did not know that card was legal in Penny Dreadful. Oh boy, that is really scary. Holy cow. Alright, I took out all... I think I'm dead to that. I don't think I can beat that. I think I took out my Vapor Snags. I didn't know that card was legal. That's insane. Take 3. Alright, I'll get down to Fairy Vandal. So, Dwari Disruption is a land we're going to play. This is a very, very tough card to race, but it's possible, I guess. Yep, they just keep cycling. This gets really big. I guess I definitely want Vapor Snag. I don't know if I kept any in the deck, but if I didn't, we're in trouble. We take 5. Make them a little scared we might block, even though that doesn't matter. In fact, I don't even think they would or should be scared. Deprive, we bottom. Augur Bolus is good, actually. That gives me a chump blocker. Attack for... can I afford to not hold up counter magic? I think I just have to go for Augur Bolas here. Hitting Ponder, okay. I don't think I can afford to try and counter stuff. We need to be very aggressive. If they just jam Lightning Rift, I don't... Then we're very dead. I guess Repeal. Repeal is in the deck for Flourishing Fox. That would be very good. I'm just gonna chump now, or I can wait. Yeah, because they could just make it bigger, so it just makes sense to chump. Otherwise this will be like 9 damage. And I could just die to like Zenith Flare or something. They play Draenei Stinger. Double Draenei Stinger, jeez. Alright, let's ponder. Treasure Cruise, opt. We have to shuffle that. I draw an island. That's something. I don't know how I win this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, if they just cycle like any number of cards I lose. Let's opt Island on the bottom. Delver is okay. It means I don't have Counterspell, but it means I also have a Chump Blocker, I guess. And if they don't kill me and Delver flips, and it flips with like an Opt or Ponder, I could kill them. So now they're like, do we play around Vapor Snag? Oh, well. If I had Brainstorm end of turn, I could kill them, but I think I'm just dead to this nonsense. This is insane. I like it though. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they don't even have to cycle more. GG's. Looks like this deck did not rotate much. I think if I knew this card existed, I think people are going to get mad at me, but I didn't play Standard or whatever this card was like ridiculous in. I would have sideboarded differently because, yeah, I can't beat that. Entrancing Melody would have gone a long way. So going forward, I would side in Entrancing Melody versus cycling because dealing any of these cards really seems good. See you guys next round. All right, we're playing against Zyxus, and I'm going to go first. This one would be good. Yes, it is. Or a very convincing imposter. When it says, wow, huge fan, thank you. This hand, I got a mulligan. It's so close to being good, but it's just not good. I can keep this, get rid of an island. The rest of the hand's great. It's me, though. I mean, you'll see this in the video. Say done. And we're going to actually just lead on Floodplain, because I want to guarantee that I get turn 2 Fairy Vandal. And I want to make sure like that I can cast Ponder after having Fairy Vandal in play. Can't wait for the brew to stomp me. It's kind of a brew. It's more of me playing Delver, which I very much enjoy. I'm not so good at it yet. I think I need to practice with Delver quite a bit more. But it's a very good deck. Basic Island? What if I just resolve Fairy Vandal right now? I think I'm going to do that actually. I hope it's the mirror, because then this plays very good. It is the mirror. Beautiful. Delver mirrors are very, very complex. But I get a Fairy Vandal in play. Oh, no, what? They have blue-white. That doesn't mean it's the mirror. So I have Opt and Ponder. I think I'm going to Ponder and try and hit a removal spell. Or a counter spell, I mean, to protect my Fairy Vandal. They mana leak my Ponder. I guess I want to opt in response because I can hit Spell Pierce. Vapor Snag. No, I'll put that on the bottom. I draw a land, that's fine. I respect them mana leaking my thing though. We're gonna save opt for growing Fairy Vandal next turn, I think. Maybe, it depends on what I draw. I've drawn quite a bit of lands though. Okay, so they go with Ponder, that's fine. Let's see how they kept. They chose to not shuffle, so I don't like that. And those wondering, I cannot opt to grow my Fairy Vandal because it's when you draw your second card each turn. I would need to cast 2 opts. Well, that's very good. Go ahead and jam this one now. Opponent sent me a chat. Yeah, this is not the mirror. Then I'm gonna opt main phase. Grow my friends. They can counter this, but then, oh sure. Jataxian Probe seems pretty good. These get bigger. I already hit my land drop. The only thing I can realistically hit is like a Spell Pierce, but I think Probe on my next turn is going to be very good. So we'll just attack for 3. Yeah, I don't know. Opponent's deck's probably very similar, but they get white cards, which could be good and it could be bad. Them playing Cutthroat makes me think they don't have Day of Judgment. They have Delver, but my Fairy Vandals are going to get too big. So I know Wing Shards is legal. Jataxian Probe is nice in that it'll let me know if they have it. Mission Briefing, Mana Leak, Hypnotic Sprite, Firehorn, Cutthroat. So they can counter target spell with converted mana cost 3 or less. Mana Leak, and they cannot Mission Briefing. So their hand's actually pretty bad, okay. So those get big. And I think it makes sense to hold back my 3-4 Fairy Vandal. I mean, I've seen their hand and it doesn't really do a whole lot. This was a gas draw, yeah. And I am also recording. Yeah, we're gonna attack for... I mean, what does Mesmeric Glare do? Oh yeah, that's just the fairy. So I know about that. Mana Leak, Cutthroat. So they're gonna play another Cutthroat this turn, and then this is gonna become a 3-power. So if I just attack like this, they can't really do anything. That seems good. So, oh, they Mission Briefing, interesting. Surveil 2. I don't think they can surveil into Ponder, so I just let this happen. I think this is just a 2-mana instant, effectively. Maybe I'm wrong. I think... Okay. Yeah, it's just 2-mana instant. That's fine. That's gone. Yeah, I think they thought they could get Spell Pierce, but they can't. That's fine, though. We all make mistakes. I get the beautiful play of Brainstorm on their turn to level up my Fairy Vandals, because unlike Opt, this actually does draw enough cards. I guess I will put a stop to see what they draw. They draw Vapor Snag. That's moderately problematic, because they can... I guess we are going to Brainstorm now. And if they counter this, then I can Spell Pierce the Vapor Snag. This is kind of a debate. Oh, this is beautiful. So they're going to draw Vapor Snag and then just not be able to cast it. That's amazing. Or they can cast it, but it's going to get countered. Oh, no. No, opponent, you want to... No! No! You want to make sure Vapor Snag resolves first. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zyxis. That was rough for the opponent. Delver Mirrors are hard. They're not easy. We get to bring in Piracy Charm. I get Entrancing Melodies. So I think I'm going to up my land count as well. What do I want to get rid of? Sword of Temptation seems kind of sweet, but maybe not necessary. We can get rid of some mana leaks for Miscast, just because it's a bit cheaper. I guess I get rid of Spell Pierce for Miscast for sure. I like Repeal, I like Augur. Entrancing Melody seems insane. Piracy Charm killing Delver or their X1 seems good. Jamori Disruption seems a bit worse than Mystic Sanctuary, because they're going to be playing at instant speed most of the time. And then I really want to bring in Sword of Temptation, but I think Melody is enough. I think I should just want 3 Melody. Sower seems like too suspicious to me. And do I get rid of a Treasure Cruise? That card's so insane. I think I'm going to get rid of a Deprive, because the tempo hit here can be pretty rough. I am all about this Entrancing Melody, because all of their threats are so insane in my build too. So if I could just Entrancing Melody and then Miscast and yoink a Fairy Vandal from them, that seems so good. I'll keep this hand even though it's a bit slow. And I think I will Floodplain. I guess I just get an untapped land. Another Fairy Vandal, that's fine. So we can Floodplain. If we draw an untapped land, our hand is quite perfect. If we don't, we still get to Ponder, and I don't even know if I want to resolve a Fairy Vandal here. Vapor Snag. So let's go Floodplain. I shouldn't have revealed that information, but I think I'm just going to cast Ponder here to make sure I can hit an untapped land next turn. If they counter Ponder, that's rough, but it's fine. I'd rather them use their counter spells on this than my Entrancing Melody. Okay. Probe Delver. So... but my land is Floodplain. I think I'm going to shuffle this. If my land was not Floodplain, I would keep Probe Delver. But there's no way for me to draw both Delvers and then have Detaxing Probe be on top of my deck, because that would be really strong. But I also need to hit land drops with this deck. I need to make sure I can cast my things. When it says, you actually got me into Penny Dreadful, that's awesome to hear. It's my favorite format. So I take 2. Now Counter Magic gets kind of rough. I just need to make sure I don't die. They play Delver, so they have a 2-mana counter up, I imagine. I draw Ponder. So we're going to Ponder and then fetch. Sanctuary, Probe. I guess Sanctuary is better than no land. Probe gives me information so I can navigate this turn pretty nicely. Although I don't really want to give them the opportunity to cast a spell. Alright, we'll draw Probe. Cast Probe. I just want to know what's going on in there. If they counter this, that's bad. Mana Leak, Delver, Blessed Alliance. Okay. And I draw Sanctuary. Okay, well, if I don't play anything, then they can't cast a spell this turn. That seems okay. Right? Am I missing something? Oh, no, they can escalate Blessed Alliance. I see. I don't know if I like that. So they have Delver, Mana Leak. I guess we're going to Vapor Snag the Cutthroat right now while they're tapped out. Setting up for... If Delver flips, then they're not drawing a land, and then they can't go creature into Mana Leak. They did draw a land, and that's bad, because now they can Mana Leak my Entrancing Melody, but I might be able to trick them into not doing that. Or just draw a land. Ooh, miscast. Oh, this is hard. They can Mana Leak. We're gonna Ponder. I really want to hit a land here. Piracy Charm. Ooh, that's good. Well, given that I have Piracy Charm, I think I'll be okay. We top. Shuffle, no. And then they're gonna flash in their 2/1. We're going to Piracy Charm it, and then miscast the Mana Leak. Oh wait, this doesn't work how I would like it, I don't think. Because, let me think about this. If they Mana Leak, what if I just flash in Fairy Vandal right now? And then I get to save Piracy Charm for the next turn? I'm not dying too quickly. Basically, if I Piracy Charm, and then they counter, this gets pumped and Piracy Charm doesn't do anything. This goes really badly if they draw a land, but I guess I flash this in now. Because they don't get to pump up the Brineborn Cutthroat. And that's... I know the rest of their hand, so if they draw a spell, I'm going to see it off the Delver and I can play around it accordingly. If they don't draw a spell, then I know they didn't draw a spell because they didn't flip Delver. And they hit Ponder. That was a pretty good one. I need to hit a land so badly here. Because now they could have anything in hand, and that gets scarier. And I know I'm not drawing a land, because I scried to the top here. They played Delver. They have one unknown card in hand. Fairy Vandal. Okay. I guess we just play Delver and pass? Because I'm not going to be drawing cards in their turn for a while. Delver blocks their Cutthroat and Delver. Okay, sure. If they do something at end of turn, I can Piracy Charm the Cutthroat. I'm going to put a stop here to see what they're drawing. Oh, God. Vapor Snag is a huge problem. Miscast doesn't even stop it. I can deprive the Vapor Snag? Oh, boy. I mean, that seems okay. Alright, sure. They snag my Delver. And I know what I'm drawing. Oh, they have an unknown card in hand? Uh-oh. That's right, I don't know about that. Going to 9 is so bad because that makes the Delvers, like, way faster, so I will just counter this. Oh, they drew a spell! No! Ah! Got Mana Leaked. Or dazed. Alright, we're dead. We're super dead to that. They didn't get to see my tech, but Droid Disruption was really brutal. That's what they drew last turn, I guess. Yeah, and I knew I was drawing Delver, so I can do that. I can steal one, but we just die. Alright, game 3. So, yeah, their deck is sweet. Or their draw was very good there. Miscast. Do I want Miscast? It's just good against Mana Leak, basically. Honestly, I think it's kind of better than Mana Leak on my end. So we'll just bring in another Miscast. Run it back. Alright, we're going first. And this hand seems good. Slightly slow, but on the play, I think this is like an acceptable speed. We can set up like Fairy Vandal plus Ponder and things. If this was an untapped land, it would be so much better, but it's still fine. Ooh, and they've turned 1 Delver. I don't like that. If I could draw an ooh, okay, I have Melody. That's actually pretty nice. So we go Blood Plan. I really kind of just want Entrancing Melody their Delver, but I guess it is kind of equally important to get my Delver in play. So we'll do that. Because I was thinking of Ponder into Entrancing Melody to like try and set up a land, but if that doesn't work, I'll be pretty sad. Sunlands. Okay, that's fair, I guess. Rainstorm. So their Delver is going to flip. I need an untapped land so badly. Please, deck. Untapped land. Untapped land. Island. Alright. Augur of Bolas. So we can Brainstorm. That's about the same depth as Ponder. Okay, and I do hit a land. I also hit a Delver. I kind of want all of these cards. And I can get... I think I can get all of them. I put back 2. I guess the card I'm least excited about at the moment is Augur of Bolas. So we're going to put back Augur and Gitaxian Probe. Oh. Wait, no, that's fine. Now Delver can flip using Gitaxian Probe. So they flip off Ponder. I'll take 3. That's not the end of the world. They play another Delver. They have 2 mana available. And Delver's going to flip off Gitaxian Probe. And I will draw it. That's fine. So I don't want to draw Augur. I would like to hit an untapped land here. So let's fetch for an island. then probe them. See what's going on over there. Vapor Snag, Ponder, Brineborn, Cutthroat. Land. Ah. Okay, because if I Entrancing Melody, they're just going to Vapor Snag. So that's not the best thing ever. So let's just attack for 3, I guess. Give them the least information they can get. And then play Augur of Bolas. I like Fairy Vandal more because it can trade with Delvers. Like Cutthroat. I Vandal. This is tough to say because I guess Augur of Bolas trades with the Cutthroat better, but they're going to Vapor Snag my Vandal and then I can counter it. Or they're going to Ponder. So this is gone. They Ponder. They have 2 Ponders. I think I want to save Miscast for Vapor Snag. Which I think they probably are not going to proactively Vapor Snag me. They play the Plains, which I think I knew about, and they've played Ponder. So I know Ponder, Vapor Snag, and then there's 1 unknown. They're willing to attack there. I think I just trade, actually. We want to get them to Vapor Snag my Delver right now. Yes, okay, so now I miscast. If they drew Mana Leak, man, you can only win so much, I guess. Okay. That goes through. Their Vapor Snag is gone. They're about to lose a Delver. Like this. Entrancing Melody. Steal the flipped Delver. That seems pretty good. Attack for 3. Want to send me a message. Cool tech, thanks. The card's so good. So if I attack... Yeah, I think I'm winning the race here. I can attack. If they attack, that's good. Oh, they're going to make me sack the Delver. Okay. Well, now it's a Delver versus Delver fight. I can Ponder to set up my draws. Ponder, Deprive, Brainstorm. I think I'm okay with these. Yeah, I'm okay with these. So I'm going to draw Deprive next turn. I can Augur of Bolas into Brainstorm or something better if I want to. Oh, their Delver doesn't flip. I'm so glad I took the flipped Delver. So they can Ponder to set up a Delver flip. Ooh, that's not good. Do they not have Ponder? Maybe I'm going crazy. I could have sworn they had Ponder in hand. Anyway, we're going to Augur of Bolas. I no longer want Brainstorm. I want something better. I could have sworn their last card in hand was Ponder, but maybe they put it back off of Brainstorm. Mesmeric Glare is a 2-1. I guess I just counter this. Because that can block a Delver. Opponent said, huh. I don't know what huh means. Didn't expect Augur? Augur's a good card. Ooh, Repeal. I love Repeal. Repeal seems very good here. I wish I could get all of these actually, but Repeal seems like the best in a racing situation. And we can Ponder. Piracy Charm. Food Plane, Deprive. Floodplain, I mean. Alright, I'll put all these on top. So if they flip Delver, this is bad, but if they don't flip Delver, then I'm okay. And it would be a blind flip. So we gotta fade 1 turn here. Yes, we did it! Okay. Didn't expect the Augur. Yeah, Augur is sweet. So I get to Piracy Charm a Delver, and then Repeal if they try and flip. That seems pretty good. I have a counter magic that I'm drawing for turn. Piracy Charm, kill this. I'm even going to attack with Augur, I think. It makes the clock a little bit faster. They have Curious Homunculus instead. I'm not sure what's better. Augur draws a card, which is pretty nice. Put a stop and upkeep. That way if they flip off Delver revealing Mana Leak, I can just bounce it to hand. Literally exactly what I said. Alright. So I can't counter Delver on the way down, but now they just have a useless Mana Leak, and I guess it's not completely useless. It's just not great. Oh, that's good. Floodplain, attack. This maybe lights out for them. Yeah, I think so. The Entrancing Melody, I mean, this is their Delver. The Entrancing Melody really made this game rough for the opponent. Let's see if they flip. They don't, so that's fine. They just draw land. Yeah, that's game. Oh man. Yeah. Fairy Vandal. We can deprive their Mana Leak and then eat their Delver. Bounce this to hand. GG's. I don't know if that was aggro GG's. I try to say GG's before Magic Online like kicks you out of the chat interface. So it's more of like a meta for MTGO than it is me trying to be scummy. This was a lot of fun matches, I guess. Great point against you, and I'll see you guys next round. All right, that's going to do it for the league. We had a net positive record of 3-2, which I think like almost all of my Penny Dreadful leagues have been. I was kind of figuring out how to play the deck by the end, even though you saw that video first. It was just so cool I had to put it as the first match, because it's so engaging. This deck looks fun. I think the black build might be better. Like, we could very easily splash, because Bad River is legal, and it's this, but it fetches black mana. And then there's, I think there might be some black double face cards. Just getting access to, like, a card that is better than Piracy Charm for removal would be pretty nice. Because that's all this deck is needing, is if they resolve something, we have trouble killing it. So I'm going to experiment with that. I think this deck has a lot of fun. There's also blue-red. You get access to like Lightning Bolt and things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep testing and tuning, and see you guys there.